My son, look at that fire. See how it burns all alone? Even though it's surrounded by the logs that feed it. Just like you. You're surrounded by people, yet the emptiness echoing inside you. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It's yours alone. Because you see differently. You think differently. And that is the price of knowing. A quiet mind remains alone in a noisy world. You didn't choose to be alone. Or maybe you did. Who knows? Maybe God wanted you to be alone, to protect you from those with bad intentions. You are God's solitary man, kept away from the ignorant and the wicked, at peace, living a life where you are the main character. And when you think of it like that, you begin to enjoy solitude, a life far from the world's troubles, alone with the innocence of nature. Who wouldn't want that? Think about it, my son. Most people live life. But you try to understand what life is. One why leads you to 10 new questions. While everyone else is watching, you're analyzing. While they speak, you listen. While they believe, you question. And right there, that's where the seed of loneliness begins to grow. Over-awareness. The thought of, why am I here? Your brain sees every detail, calculates every possibility, and eventually you ask yourself, am I the strange one, or is the world just shallow? Here's a bit of advice, my son. Don't think too much, or you'll lose your mind. Ha 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 ha. There was a young man who believed that being alone all his life was the hardest thing in the world. And maybe he was right. He saw how happy people seemed with their friends, and he kept telling himself, that must be nice. Until one day, he met an old man, someone who had taken the hardest hit of his life from his own friends. The old man had sacrificed for them, cared about them, loved them, and even gave up certain things just for their sake. But despite all of that, his friends had abandoned him. After hearing his story, the young man said quietly to himself, maybe being alone isn't such a bad thing after all. My son, Nietzsche once said, the strongest wind blows against the loneliest tree on the mountain. You are that tree. You've been struck by harsh winds. Your roots have shaken, but you're still standing because loneliness didn't break you. It shaped you. In silence, you found your voice. You thought not in crowds, but in emptiness. And that is a weight not everyone can carry. Not everyone can learn to love solitude. To be God's lonely man, that is a privilege. To be a mysterious soul, that is something rare, my son. As Schopenhauer said, the greater the intellect, the deeper the sorrow. But my son, never forget, pain is also an awakener. The one who thinks is the one who's awake. As awareness grows, a person begins to see not only their own pain, but also the pain of others. Empathy begins to take root, and such a person will think 100 times before saying a single word, wondering, will this hurt someone's heart? Fools and the ignorant only see what's in front of the curtain, but the one who truly thinks sees what lies behind it. And that, my son, inevitably brings more pain. But what if this loneliness is a gift? Tesla, Kafka, Van Gogh. Do you understand them? Because you too know their silence. Lonely minds are where world-changing ideas are born. Revolutions aren't born in noise. They are born in stillness. So don't curse your solitude. Shape it, train it, transform it. Most importantly, learn to be happy in the place you are. Set up a desk, open a notebook, write your questions, or join philosophy clubs. Find others who think deeply, because being alone is hard, but you don't have to think alone. Remember, my son, anyone can be alone, but not everyone learns to love it. Most fear it. Humans are fearful creatures, but the one who loves solitude is the one who has conquered that fear. My son, this fire will eventually burn out, just like the friendships we once believed would never fade. But the light inside you, that never goes out, because you're one of the few brave enough to face the darkness, brave enough to embrace solitude, to set sail into a new journey, alone for the rest of your life. Never forget, to truly see is to be alone. But the truth is hidden in that solitude, and those who walk toward truth carry a power that never gets lost. Life is short, my son, but the emotions and memories we experience, they are vast. Believe me, this world is temporary. The real world lives in the emotions we carry within our minds. And the moment you understand that, you stop giving weight to every little thing that happens around you. Why? Because humans don't like to invest in what has an end. Those who are aware of this are the chosen ones. They value themselves. They put their own well-being first. And when making big decisions, they ask, will this benefit me? Don't make great sacrifices for anyone, my son, because at the end of the day, the only person you'll be left with is you. Never forget that, my son.